Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch here, Saint Discussions on Strike 7 Sports. And today I just want to quickly recap what went down today between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. This was the first game of the 2022 regular season, and the Saints came away with a 27-26 victory over the hated Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons had a 16-point lead at one point in this game, and they blew it. Saints arrived from behind and answered by scoring 27 points. Good win for the team, man. Despite the situation at hand, that will the circumstances, um, you know, based on my observation, and I'm gonna have to look more into it. Jameis Winston looks a little more looks a lot comfortable playing QB out of the shotgun instead of being on the center as a drop back passer, that operates the Drew Brees offense. He's not the short. Maybe the short to intermediate passing tag ain't working for him. Maybe that he just have to accept what you are at that point in regards to the coaching staff and just say, hey, look, man, Jameis, do your best out there. Just don't turn over. You just gonna have to let him be a gunslinger. And he did pretty well, man. Michael Thomas got slowly acclimated to working with Jameis in his game. I believe he had 6 catches, if I'm not mistaken, 6 catches, 57 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Hold on. 5 catches, 57 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jarvis Landry had a big game. 7 catches, 114 yards, no touchdowns. But he was the catalyst to lead that game winning drive where we took the Saints down the field, got in field goal range. That Jameis Winston made a boo boo when he slammed the ball down before there was a set. Um, Luckily, thankfully that Will Lutz was able to make that field goal because I was kind of nervous, man, because he had missed already from or missed a previous field goal, but he was able to get it together. And he made that field goal, so that's the difference from last year compared to this year when we had random field goal kickers missing easy shots, missing winnable shots to win games. So good game by the Saints overall, man. Kamara had nine carries, 39 yards. Taysom Hill, huge X factor in this game. 4 carries, 81 yards, 1 TD. So there's really no difference in what they're using Taysom Hill as compared to last year. He's playing in this gadget role. Today he played more of a running back role with the quarterback powers and the quarterback sneaks and things like that. But he was the lead rusher on the team today. 4 carries, 81 yards. Mark Ingram had 4 touches, 22 yards. Aaron Kamara had 9 catches, 39 yards in this game. Chris Olave got going later on in the game. He had 3 catches, 41 yards. Lowe's was a 20 yarder catch, off of 3 targets. So you just gotta continue to work get these guys involved. I think this overall, in my opinion, from this receiving group, over 269 yards receiving. I think this is good ball good ball distribution in my opinion. Not one guy, grabbing 12, 13 balls, 170 and a touchdown there while everybody else watching. This is good distribution of the football. Defense, man, we just gotta do a better job of stopping the run, man. This is a team that's been highly regarded as a unit that can shut down rushing attacks. They couldn't do that in this game, and I felt like this was the keys to the game. If you could take away Marcus Mariota and what he can do as a quarterback and quarterback passer, you could have success. But they were, I mean, in the beginning, the first 3 quarters or so, they weren't able to do that. Patterson ran for 22 times, 120 yards to 1 touchdown. Mariota had 12 carries, 1 touchdown, over 72 yards. Mary overall, he threw for 215 yards. Was 20 and 33. So overall, man, it wasn't that bad of a performance by the defense. They just gotta do a better job of dealing with mobile QBs. Now next week it could be something different. Something different because you're playing an entirely different offense where Tom Brady, who is robotic quarterback that stands back there and go just throw darts. And running game, I mean, Leonard Fournette is not Cordell Patterson, so he may have some success next week, but we'll see. Guy, I just think it's just a lot of rust that was going on in this game. A lot of rust and a lot of adjustments to to the situation at the time. And I think Atlanta changed their defense, from if I'm not mistaken. They would change the way they were playing compared to the first half when they were pressuring on Winston, put pressures on Winston, were able to botch up, lock up Michael Thomas and Landry and all that, but that didn't last, And I'm just gonna have to just wait and see how things play out throughout the week. Look up some analysis on things and see if this is the case with Jameis Winston in regards to his game. He's playing now. He um, plays pretty well when he's in the shotgun, from what I see. He got sacked 4 times today. Throw for 269 yards. 23 of 34 attempts, 2 touchdown passes. So I just got to wait, see how it's going to play out in regards to how to use Jameis Winston. Because, to be honest, I know they were trying to get him to where he could incorporate some of the things that Drew Brees did in his prime of his career, whereas the short to intermediate passing game, where he's connecting with the tight ends, he's connecting with Michael Thomas, things like that. You may have to do something entirely different. You may have to build an offense to his skill set instead of trying to incorporate Drew Brees in him to get him to I would say to calm down, just to chill on the interceptions. Maybe something that you have to live with James Winston, especially if you're gonna re-sign him after this season. So we just got to see how everything plays out. But overall, man, I thought he had a pretty good game. He didn't turn it over. He took a couple sacks. He went to the injury tent for a little bit, but then it looked like Andy Dalton was about to go in the game, but he woke up, man, and just after he came out of that tent, it was on. It was on after that, and Falcons just blew the lead in this game. So we'll see how everything plays out. But Atlanta's gonna might be a tough out for a lot of games this year, for a lot of teams this year, based on what I see. I think they got a good formula to rattle a few teams going forward. So I still don't think they're a playoff team, but they're gonna fight hard. Arthur Smith is gonna have that team fighting hard throughout the year. But today they just blew another epic lead. They had a 16-point lead against the Saints, and they blew it. So you gotta put that up there with 28-3. So I'm looking forward to seeing the jokes from Who That Nation on that, blowing that 26-point lead, that 16-point lead. I think at one point it was like 26-10, and the Saints just rallied from behind, man, scoring a few touchdowns to win this game. So we'll see how everything plays out as they get ready for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next week. And I think I seen somebody with a tweet out there that showed Alvin Kamara going back to the locker room. So I gotta look more into that and see what type of injury he may be dealing with. So we'll see. All right, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel. How you feel about the Saints' first victory of the season, in that first game against the Atlanta Falcons? Are you worried about what you saw today, or you think it's just rust for the most part? Also, hit that bell notification icon to receive my latest updates, and whenever I go live, I'll post my latest content. Check out strike7sports.com/Saints for latest content on the New Orleans Saints organization. Have a blessed night. Peace. I'm out.